Good afternoon, Penn Trafford, and welcome to What's Up Warriors. I'm Robbie Buck.
And I'm Gianna Wilkie.
We have 5 very exciting stories to share with you today, so let's get started. This year, Penn Trafford introduced new faculty at the high school. We sat down with the teachers and aides to learn more about them. Here is Patrick with the story.
This year, Penn Trafford introduced new teachers and aides to the high school. We sat down with Ms. Close, Mr. Carlton, and Mr. Rocco to learn more about them.
I've actually always known that I wanted to be a teacher, and I love working with children, so from a very, very young age, I knew that I wanted to be a teacher. I actually went to Penn Trafford High School myself, and I've lived here my whole life, so it's great that I can be back teaching in a school that I went to.
Next, we interviewed Mr. Carlton.
I teach special education at the high school, and I teach special education because I enjoy working with students, and I feel that it's a very rewarding field to work in. In my free time, I enjoy working, doing things outside. I enjoy hunting, especially archery hunting in the fall, and rifle hunting in the winter time, and in the summertime I like keeping busy and being active outside.
And finally, we talked with Mr. Rocco, who may or may not know too much information about the JFK assassination.
I teach forensic science, zoology, and biology. The greatest song of all time, in my opinion, is Thunder Road by Bruce Springsteen. I think second is probably Style by Taylor Swift. I'm excited to be here. It's my first year at Penn Trafford, and I'm also the new boys basketball coach.
Before we wrapped, we asked the most important question: Dunkin' or Starbucks?
Definitely Dunkin' Donuts.
Definitely Dunkin'.
Here's what I'll say about Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts coffee is really just glorified hot chocolate. It's not even technically considered a coffee. Coffee drinkers prefer Starbucks.
That's a wrap. Back to you in the studio.
Along with the new teachers this school year, technology in the classroom is evolving at a remarkable pace. Teachers are using different websites and apps to engage student learning this year. A few of our reporters sat down with some of the teachers to see how they are utilizing technology.
With the new school year upon us, you probably couldn't help but notice all the new technology your teachers might be using. With Remind 101, Desmos, and Socrative being popular, we sat down with some of the teachers to get a closer look at what PT is bringing to the 21st century classroom.
Technology I use most in class is Quizlet.com. Well, it gives my students the opportunity to practice at their own pace. They often use Quizlet either on the app or on their regular computer at home, and they can do it as many times as they need to in order to learn the vocabulary.
I started using Quizlet just last year. I heard about it from the secret teacher websites that we all go to, and it was a great success. I use flashcards for learning languages in my own personal life a lot, so I figured it would be a good tool to provide for my students, and I think it's been popular. So we're going on a second year now.
Well, I like the fact that there are many different modes. You can self-test, you can use a learn mode, you can play games. You can also just print out your vocabulary list, so if my students don't take home their notebook, then they can know they can go on the internet and pull up their lists.
This will be the second year I've used Desmos. Gives the students a more hands-on approach to learning different concepts and ties in the graphing calculator. I think it's more beneficial to use it with the kids having more hands-on. They can actually see how it's applied and how to use it, and it makes it more interesting for them.
As you can see, this year PT is really bringing the 21st century classroom to life. That's been all from Matt Simkovic, Dylan Cleveland, and Michael Schuley. Back to you guys in the studio.
Student spirit has been at an all-time high this year between football games and the pep rally. Students are very excited about everything that is occurring right now, so we go to Gianna Wilkie and April Miller for more on the story.
With the 2015-2016 school year underway, the student body of Penn Trafford is bringing a whole new level of spirit. With the Spirit Stick in reach, expectations are being raised.
Do freshmen have a chance at Spirit Stick?
No way.
Not at all.
No chance.
This year I expect the student body to bring more spirit than ever. I want them to be really fired up, and we're going to have a great week. The most spirit to the student body, besides me bringing the most spirit, I would say that really any kid can bring lots of spirit, and I expect everyone to bring different amounts. And I hope the upperclassmen will be great leaders and really bring a lot of spirit, but anybody could do that to make it a great week for us.
This year, I'm most excited for the football games on Friday nights.
I'm most excited for being in student section for my first time. Seems pretty fun.
Being with all of our friends is definitely the most fun of all, and we love just cheering on our team. We know they're going to be awesome this year.
And looking up at the student section is just the greatest feeling ever.
Yeah, our student section is going to be bomb.
That's it for our story, but not for Penn Trafford's spirit. We head back to you guys in the studio.
The Warrior football team is off to a great start at 2-0, outscoring their opponents 114-14. They will host McKeesport tonight in a highly anticipated matchup. For an inside look on the team, let's go to Dom and Zach.
This year's Penn Trafford Warrior football team has had high expectations for the season, so we decided to get up close and personal with some of the players and ask them what it's like to be on the team.
I play guard and nose.
Right tackle and defensive end.
My position on the team for offense is H-back and for defense is linebacker, but my overall position is just to make the team better.
Defense. I play defensive end and tight end. You know, I catch a few passes here and there.
Maintaining school and extracurricular activities can be hard for some people, so we decided to ask them how hard it really is for them.
I think it is hard to juggle school and football at the same time, but I've managed for the past 3 years, so.
Absolutely. Got to maintain my 4.3 and 3 hours of practice a day.
Pretty smart, huh?
I'm really smart.
Yeah, it's really hard.
Sometimes you can have a lot of homework after school. You know, write a paper or something, you know, it could be overwhelming sometimes, and then you got to go to practice for 3 hours after school every day. We'll have a big game coming up, so be pretty challenging.
We also decided to find out what makes a football player more than just a good football player.
Just effort, really.
Coach Raby, in my opinion, is the greatest offensive line coach the great school of Penn Trafford has ever had.
It's a good question. I would say determination. If you don't have determination on the field, it's not the sport for you.
Somebody that's hardworking and determined, somebody who fixes their mistake and continues to get better along with helping out the team.
With how well the football team has been doing this year, we wanted to know, are there any challenges that they really have for this year?
Definitely McKeesport, and yes, we can beat them.
McKeesport, and I think we'll beat them by having a lot of teamwork.
I think our biggest challenge in the season is going to be McKeesport, and we're going to beat them just by playing hard and playing as a team.
Here's my biggest challenge.
As a team.
We don't have a challenge. We're going all the way this year.
This has been Dom Dunning and Zach Yager for Penn Trafford Television. Thank you.
With less than 3 weeks remaining in the season, the Pittsburgh Pirates are in the midst of a pennant race for the third consecutive year. Zora and Emily got the chance to get a behind-the-scenes look at Bucko Fever, one of the Pirates themselves. Let's head to PNC Park for the story.
Let's go Bucks! Let's go Bucks!
Let's go Bucks!
Within the past few years, the City of Champions has been home to a successful baseball team, the Pittsburgh Pirates. We went down to the stadium to get an inside look.
Good afternoon, Penn Trafford. I am here at PNC Park with none other than Jared Hughes of the Pittsburgh Pirates. I'm going to sit down and ask him a few questions. Over the last few years, the Pirates have restored the excitement for baseball and brought a new generation of fans. How does it feel being one of the players involved in that?
I mean, it feels outstanding. I started here in 2006. I got drafted out of Long Beach State University in California. So when I got drafted, we were in the middle of a long losing streak. What ended up being 20 years of losing seasons. So it was super frustrating to be a part of that. And it was super motivating to keep getting better and working out harder and learning the game more so that we could eventually figure out a way to win out here. So by the time I got called up in 2011, we still had yet to have a winning season. But when it came in 2013, we made the wild card game, we got into playoffs. It was really just a wonderful thing to be a part of. Great for the city, and it means a lot to someone like me who's been in the organization for a while as well.
And the Pirates always look like they're genuinely having fun. Do you think that contributes to the success of the season?
Without a doubt, the camaraderie of the team is so important because it's a long season. It's 162 games plus spring training, plus playoffs. So it's a long year. You're looking at maybe 200 plus games. So you have to like each other. So we really like each other. And in the clubhouse, it's a lot of fun. On the field, it's a lot of fun. I mean, it's a game. So yeah, it's been that camaraderie is a big part of how we win.
And what do you think makes the Pirates and their fans stand out?
Well, I love the black and gold. I don't know. I'd say I don't know, just the passion for us winning. This is a very competitive city. Pittsburgh, it's a city of champions, you know, so everybody here wants to win. And we want to win, so you just get everybody like that, then all of a sudden we're really, really good whenever we're in Pittsburgh. We're good on the road too, don't get me wrong, but when we're here, those fans just pull us through.
Next, my fellow co-reporter sat down to ask a few more questions about the Pirates season and their fans.
Hi, I'm Emily, and I'm also going to be interviewing Jared Hughes here. There's a lot of fans at Penn Trafford, obviously. There's a lot of fans everywhere. What would you say to your fans at our school?
Oh, well, hey, I think we're super supportive here with the Pirates at Penn Trafford, and we just want to thank you guys for your support so much because, schools like yours are what keep us going, right? You guys come to the games, you root us on, and we go out there, we win, and shoot, you guys are going to be the next generation of Pirates fans. So, we're just honored to have your support and appreciate it.
Do you think that you could be bringing us a World Series?
Oh, I know we can. Yeah, and I believe it. And you can ask anybody in that clubhouse, and they believe it too. It's one of the things that comes with winning, is if you believe you can win, you will. If you have any doubt in your mind, then that's going to make you struggle. So for us, we believe we're going to win the World Series this year. I'm Jared Hughes. You're watching PTV. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks for watching What's Up Warriors. Be sure to catch us again next Friday when we get a look at the new coffee shop and sit down with Mrs. Blahovic for the first Warrior Wellness of the year.
And just a reminder, students, the theme tonight for the football game is USA, so be sure to wear your red, white, and blue to support the Wounded Warrior Foundation. I'm Robbie Buck.
And I'm Gianna Wilkie. Have a great weekend, Penn Trafford.